Practice time blocking. So schedule your day in blocks. Divide your day into blocks of time dedicated to specific activities. So work, exercise, relaxation. This method helps ensure that all aspects of your life, work, leisure, and rest, are given proper attention. You want to include breaks and leisure time. So schedule short breaks. Even if you are setting 8 to 10 hours a day for work, make sure you're scheduling your breaks. Make sure you're scheduling your lunch hours. Make sure you're getting some time in there to stretch if you sit a lot. Incorporate regular rest and downtime. Sleep is important. Sleep is so very important. When you are not listening to your body will shut down. When you are not doing what your body is saying it needs, it will eventually take what it needs. Don't wait for that. Don't wait for that time. So prioritize sleep. Aim for about 7 to 9 hours a night if you can do that. Sometimes I know it's hard. If you're looking at this and saying, lady, you're crazy, then I know that that's hard depending on the type of things you have going on in your life. You have kids, work, whatever it might be, single parents. I know it's hard for you guys to get 7 to 9 hours. But guys, remember, if you are not taking care of yourself, you are not good enough for anyone else. You are not good for anyone else. So prioritize you no matter what. Find the time, find the space, find the resources you need to help you with this. Rest is very, very essential. So be sure you're trying as hard as you can to get that 7 to 9 hours. Include some hobbies. So when you balance your leisure work time, make sure you're including some hobbies. Hobbies is what makes your heart feel happy. When you are getting to do the things you love to do the most, whether it's crafting, hiking, it could even be some people love going to the gym. That's their hobby. They love working out. Whatever your hobbies are, get some time to do that. Include it because that's what will help you to not feel that burnout, release some of that stress and not feel so stressed. You also want to, if your hobbies are not hiking or going to the gym, you do want to include some physical activities. So go to the gym, take a walk, cycle, whatever it might be, turn on a YouTube video and do some cardio, do some dances. I love to dance. So I turn on my YouTube channel and I pick something I like and dance for 10 minutes or 15 minutes if I have that. So that's physical activity. So get that in, okay? And socialize regularly. Socialize. I know for some of us we're introverts, but we have to make time to socialize because social connections can be a very significant source to support joy and relaxation. Whether it's with friends, whether it's with family, whether it's with coworkers, whatever it is, socialize. I also do understand that sometimes for some, families may not be the way to relax. You may decide that that's not my relaxation or my joy, but find something else. So there are a lot of things. I am just giving some examples and I'm giving things that work for me and the things that I do, but this is just a guide. Okay, so this self-care series is just a guide for you to follow and do some things. Time management is a really, really big one because we lose time very quickly, and time is one of the things that you cannot ever get back. So I want to stress on this, and that's why I have my cheat notes here so that I am not missing anything and I'm not forgetting anything, because when I did the research for this, I found things that I wasn't doing that I thought would be really nice for me to incorporate in my time management, self-care time. Okay, learn to say no. Guys, this was really rough for me. This learning to say no is really, really, really rough, because when you're a nurturer and you're a caretaker and you want to care about people more than you care about yourself, you say yes, yes, yes all the time. Saying no is really, really hard. Protect your time. Avoid over committing to task. Because when we say yes, we're putting something aside from ourselves. We're taking away something from us in order to do that thing for that person or for that whatever that situation is, because all we're saying is yes, 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 yes. Okay, so be sure that you are setting boundaries for that. Okay, and learn to say no. Plan ahead. When you plan ahead, you feel less stress. I have people in my life that says, oh my God, Sabrina, you're such a planner. You're such a planner. I cannot plan like you. I don't know what I'm going to be doing 2 months from now. Or I don't know what I'm going to be doing, 2 weeks from now. I'm a planner, whether it's for my job, for my businesses, for my personal life. I recently told my sister, you got to tell me, I got to put it on my calendar, because if it's not on my calendar, it probably is not going to happen because something else is booked. I'm a planner. Okay, so use a planner. I use my digital calendar on my phone. I love that because it reminds me. I have it with me all the time. It's not like, oh, I forgot it in my other purse. So, oh my gosh, it's in my car and I'm in someone else's car. Things like that. So I use my digital. Guys, I use a paper book planner for years and years and years. Nothing's wrong with that. So if that's what you use, that's great. For me, the digital one works better, but also I have other people that my team put things on my calendar. So when we use a digital calendar, it updates immediately. So if I pull it out, I'm at a meeting and I pull it out thinking I'm available and, writing it on a paper calendar and they don't know and they're scheduling something for the same time, we may have some conflicts there. So just be sure that you are using something that is easy for you, but if you have a team, that they are knowing that they know what you're putting on there too. Okay, practice mindful reflection. So this is really, for me, this is a big part of self-care, whether it's under time management, no matter what part of self-care this topic falls under, it's a big part for me. So you always want to be checking in with yourself and assess how you're feeling. Okay, mentally, physically, are you getting enough rest? Are your thoughts clear? Do you have clarity on the things? Are you focused? So you want to be sure that you're recharging all the time. And you want to take some mindful breaks. Mindful breaks can be just stopping and taking a few breaths in and out, just closing your eyes and grounding yourself, putting your feet on the ground and just do some deep breathing. If any of you know what box breathing is really, really good to bring you back centered, to bring you back to refocus and to give you some clarity and to clear whatever is going on in your head. So practice mindful reflection. And we talked about this earlier, delegate and outsource task. Share the load. Share the load, whether you are a business owner or you are an individual that stay at home. Share the load. If you have a spouse, talk to your spouse. Hey, I need help. If you have children, guys, teach your children. My son was doing laundry and sorting clothes at age 5, not because he had to, but because I was teaching him to, because I wanted him to be able to learn that and also take some of the load of me going into his room, gathering everything, bringing it, sorting it, throwing it in the machine. He would help with those things. So teach your children to do these things. Don't yell and scream when they don't get it right, because do we get everything right on the first try? We don't. We don't get everything right on the first try. So be sure and mindful that you are aware of your situation, your mental and physical state, so that now you can delegate some of this, whether it's to your team members, whether it's to family members that might can run an errand for you, or your kids, or your spouse, or your significant other, whoever it is. Be sure you're delegating some task that you feel you can. Okay, and taking some of that pressure off of you. So the last one is embrace flexibility. This is super important because when you're a planner, it's hard when you have something on the calendar, or you have something to do to change things. So adapt to flexibility when needed. While structure is important, allow for flexibility. Life's unexpected events can disrupt even the best plans. Be willing to adjust your schedule without stressing over it. Until next time, this is Sabrina Hussein.